Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've probably refilmed the intro at least 15 times just because I feel like a robot. You know what I'm saying? Every YouTuber will tell you that. And also, if you guys are wondering, my little 70s vibe silky shirt is by Tommy Hilfiger and Zendaya's collection. It just came out. Like, if you know me, it's so me. Also, if you know me, that 70s show is my all-time favorite show.
Click, damn it, click!
Kitty, I think your lady problem is acting up again.
And this was part of the collection, so I had to cop it. She had like all 12 zodiac signs, like different women, beautiful women come out on stage wearing their individual zodiac signs. I will link it in my description box below. It's a little bit pricey, but anything astrology is the way I move, okay? On to the video. I thought that I could sit down with you guys and talk to you about how to date the zodiac signs. I think it's important because when you meet someone that sparks your interest and you want to have them in your life, you want to understand their love language. There's 5 different love languages. One of them, let's see if I can remember, one of them is quality time, gifts, like receiving gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch, and acts of service. To me, psychology and astrology go hand in hand. I try to find the resemblance to astrology, and that way it's easier for me to understand the zodiac signs because the human mind is very needy. Like, we won't admit it, but there's different parts of us that want more or less of the same things as someone else does. Some people probably don't want to be on the phone 24/7, or they don't want gifts, or you know, they don't want to be touched. There's different factors in the way that we want to be loved. So you can look at the sun signs, you can look at your Venus sign, which is how you romanticize, but you can also look at your 7th house and you can look at your 5th house. And once you look at your chart, it'll start to make sense why you like certain things and why you don't like certain things. With that being said, I'm going to start with Aries and end with Pisces. Let's get started. Aries, you want to give them room to speak on their achievements. You know, when they interact with people, they're so confident, but when they're comfortable with somebody who knows all their flaws, it can be harder for them to talk about their achievements because in the back of the Aries mind, they're afraid of the judgment. Once they are judged, they start lashing out, or they shut down, which is most likely what an Aries would do. They're so aware, let me rephrase that, they're hyper aware of how they can build up all that resentment if they're not able to talk about their confidence. A little competition is okay, but after a while it'll burn you out. You know, like, you want the Aries to feel comfortable with you and not like they're running a business. Taurus. So when you're dating a Taurus, I would say stand up for them. It's something that they don't find that often, and it hits that soft spot. Taurus is a very patient sign. I know it's a little hard to believe because they're so stubborn, and they are, compared to the bull, they can defend themselves and they can say a lot. It's a part of the Taurus that they hide so well. Then you're gonna think, why would I stand up for someone else? Like, they should stand up for themselves. But this is where it gets really romantic. The Taurus can see the red, okay? They sense it coming, they know they're in the ring, they know they're in trouble, but there is nothing better for the Taurus when they sense that their partner is seeing the red flags. That doesn't mean like put yourself in danger's way for the Taurus. They are at that point where it's no longer soft. They need that. They need that little bit of a, okay, just chill back. I got this. Gemini. Okay, so a lot of the times people will say that dating a Gemini is either the worst thing, or they're impossible, or it's the hardest thing. I mean, they have it rough, okay? Them and Pisces, they carry so much weight. For Gemini, it's the mind, and Pisces, it's the art form, the human self because they are the 12th sign, but we'll get into that. Imagine dating a twin. Okay, not only do you have to appreciate the individual who is a twin, but you have to also understand that they have another body that they're very close to. You have to give them time to be with one another and spend time. So it's a lot of work on the individual dating the Gemini. I would advise to allow them to make you think. Let me simplify that. Deal with that fluidity without cutting them off. So when I go back to the twins, without cutting one twin off, even if what they're saying doesn't make sense to you. Once the Gemini can see how they can open up to you and not feel like they can hold anything back, that's when the partnership will really grow. Cancer. Dating a Cancer is probably everyone's dream. They carry the ocean in their body. And there's a quote, I think it's something like, I want a love that is as deep as the ocean, as deeper as the ocean, as deep as the ocean. And that's such a Cancer quote. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that over time it can become such a routine, like, let me cook for you, let me do this, let me do that. You know, you want to push them out of that stagnancy. And if you feel like it's stagnant, the Cancer will start to realize that too, so there will be a bit of drama. Remember, Cancers have pinchers and they're not afraid to use those. But anyway, so you want to push the Cancer to experience life outside of you, outside of the home. You want them outside the ocean. You don't want them buried under the sand, you know, cooped up in their home, cooped up in their body, their shell. You want them to experience Leo. Leo is such a great sign to be in a partnership with because their outlook on life is very just pure. Let me live my life, and if you're coming, you're coming. If you're not, I don't care. So when you're in a relationship with them, you want to be their hype man. They're like cheerleader. Don't be afraid to take pictures and videos and tell everyone how proud you are of them. But also keep in mind that if you are boasting the Leo, you want it to be equal with how you are boasting and complimenting them to other people. So whatever you say to the Leo's face, you also want to say it behind their back. Leos, they get around. They are the cat, the lion, so they hear things. They're like, ooh, my significant other said that about me. Okay, like, okay, nice. They feel that love. Leos need to hear it. They need to, you know, sense that you are madly in love with them, that you are always going to be their number one supporter. That goes for every relationship, but especially Leos, because they're so, when I tell you they are picky, they are so picky. They just won't date anybody. Virgo. It's such a sign that you learn so much from. They're so analytical, so then you become very analytical about yourself. I don't know, I just find it very introspective to be with them. I would advise to learn how to manage yourself, learn how to manage your finances. I would say Virgo is like an act of service, you know, a giver. That's just how they are. They'll buy you random things and they'll say certain things and they'll give you certain things and they'll take you certain places just because it makes them feel good. So they want you to look at yourself and also do things that make you feel good, so then in turn they feel good, if that makes sense. It's like a cycle. And they pretty much need you to be motivated. They need you to have a goal. The work ethic of a Virgo is just, I can't compare it to anything. There's nothing wrong with yourself. It's just, it's a moment to like look in the mirror and be like, oh, maybe I should work on that. Maybe I should do this or do that. Because Virgo sees it and they just want you to see it so you can become a better person. Libra. Everyone knows that Libras are all about like the appearance, the aesthetic, the beauty. But when you're in a relationship with them, that's also important. You know, it's very important. But for Libra to be in a relationship with you, they need you to work on your inner being. Is this okay? Because they're not there for the drama. They're not there for like, oh, let's break up and then, no. Not a lot of people know that the Libra can sense when someone is out of balance. They can sense that you still have more to work on. Because remember that Libra is an air sign, so the mind, the inner being is so important to them. If the outside doesn't match the inside, it's not gonna happen. Because they want everything in their life to be what it is. And that is some way or form pleasing to the eye. Dating a Libra can be very intimidating because of their charm. So they're in this relationship with you, but they also have this magnetism towards other people and they allow it. So you have to be very confident in yourself. My advice when you're dating a Libra is find your level. Find yourself, know what you can take and what you can't take. You know, we're human beings at the end of the day, so you know, we're not all going to be perfect, but if you can work on your heart and you work on your words, you'll be in great company with a Libra because they try to work on that as well. Scorpio. My advice for dating a Scorpio is you don't want to like please them all the time. You don't want to be like that yes man. Have your own hobbies. I'm not saying like reject what they're saying or reject their offers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like be genuine with yourself. There's a level of honesty that you have to be with who you are. And if you are doing things for yourself, they're gonna see that. I would say Scorpio needs someone who's loyal, but not attached. If they sense they're gonna lose you, Scorpio wants to be the attached one. You have to put yourself on such a high pedestal and you have to have high demands. You know, just be very particular about how you carry yourself. You know, have boundaries. Don't be afraid to live your own life and be your own person and then merge with the Scorpio and also show affection and show them your mind and what you did that day. Because Scorpio has Mars energy as well. They want you to be active. They want you to have this willpower and, you know, they're not going to stand in your way, but at the same time, they want to see that softness. So it's like, go out, play, do your thing, but come home to me and be a man or woman of your word. Sagittarius. This is one sign that I've had to study very, very closely. In the beginning of the relationship with the Sagittarius, or if you're talking to them, there's a very, very thick mask on because they live in a world where things matter. And they're very, very aware of that. They know what goes on, the dark sides of life, but they'd rather not look at that. They'd rather move past that and do things to help that dark side of life. Like I always see Sagittarius giving back or starting charities, or they're always caring about the people who are almost non-existent, like people that need help. Don't be afraid to show your secrets. Don't be afraid to show your dark side, but don't live in it, you know? A lot of the time, Sagittarius is waiting for you to open up about your secrets. They're waiting for that mask to fall. They're waiting for that true identity to shine through. People think Sagittarius are like this fling type of person, like they don't take anything seriously, which they do. They take a lot of things seriously. For them, a partnership is everything, because if you look at the symbolism of a Sagittarian, half man, half horse, right? And they're also a fire sign and they have an arrow. What does that mean to you? This is someone who goes to war. They will take anything and everything on their back and they will carry it and they will run with it and they will protect you regardless. Capricorn. When you're in a relationship with a Capricorn, it's so easy to like fall into that trap because they're always being sarcastic and they're always poking fun at you and they're always kind of like testing your outer core to see if like you'll snap. Have you ever seen a goat? Like, they're hilarious. They're so funny. Like, I love Capricorns. They have such a light Aries side of them that they mask so well. They need to be free. Like, they need to laugh the way they want. They want to crack like evil jokes and they want to fart in your face. I always see Capricorns needing the friendship first, just like an Aquarius, and then building up very quickly to a relationship, whereas Aquarius They don't do that. They take their time. All like the taboo stuff that people don't do in a relationship, Capricorn needs that in a relationship, or else they can't be in a relationship with you. It's just that simple. So yeah, be a little bit more light with them. Like if they're cracking a joke towards you, crack a joke back. Like don't take it too seriously. Don't think that they're mad all the time or that they're serious half the time. Actually 90% of the time they're living life very whatever, you know? Just let them live. You live too. Aquarius. My advice to dating one. Ask them if they need help. Whoa, 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 put the brakes on it, is probably what you're saying. No, I'm serious. Ask us for help. Because we need it. Even if they reject you, I would say still go out of your way to be like, hi, I got my apron and, you know, my tools. Like, what are we doing? Let me help you. And then you're just gonna see Aquarius like, okay, yeah, come in, whatever. If you say, do you need help? It'll help you bond with them. It'll also give the Aquarius a second thought.
Maybe I do push people away. Maybe I need to stop.
They need to feel like even though they're pushing you away, they want to see you at least trying. And yeah, I know it's annoying. I know, okay, like I get it. I do it all the time and it sucks. But then I'm aware and I'm like, stop doing it. They need the help because Aquarius is a very independent sign, like very independent. And I promise you, once that wall is down, it's good for both of you. Okay? Good stuff. And Pisces. I would advise when dating a Pisces to get your shovels ready. Okay? Just like Aquarius, you bring the shovels, you're asking for help. With Pisces, have the shovels ready and don't even ask, just start digging. Find any way that you can to dig deeper into their past, because Pisces lives in this fishbowl and they loop around it and they loop around and it gets dirty and then they're waiting for someone to clean it up. They feel stuck in the past and they can hold on to so many things. A lot of people, a lot of pain, a lot of memories, and that weighs them down and they get very quiet. With the Cancer, the ocean is in their body, but for Pisces, the ocean is in their heart. It's just so loaded. When you're digging for the Pisceans' past, don't use it against them, use it to understand them better. Do it purely to understand why they're looping in that bowl. Once that bowl is clean and once you see that shiny fish enjoying its world and you let them free, show them the ocean and to take them there, but also let them know that it's safe. Like, it's not a scary place. You're there to protect them. You're there to show them the world. Because if there's one thing the Piscean carries, it's the world. And that is it, guys. I am very happy with how the video turned out. But also let me know if you guys want to see any other videos. I'll probably make this like a series, like episodes, because I gave one type of advice for each zodiac sign, but there's so much more. I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you are in the world. And this alien is out. I will see you guys later.